So apparently, because I'm a bit of a dork, I thought I was filming my video entry this morning on my way to work, and I didn't, because, well, I'm a goonhead. So, here I am, it's after work, 3 in the afternoon, and I'm recording it now, as you can probably tell because you're watching it. So, yeah, so, give me a second. Okay, so, I was updating, pretty much this is going to be a day of me saying so. So, I'm updating on last night and yesterday. Okay, yeah, okay, I think I got it. My head is apparently not in the right place to do a video entry at the moment. Yes, alright. So last night, I got home from work. We took the dog for a walk. I had to do a bit of gardening because it was bin night. And then I ended up spending the rest of the evening. We had to do a whole ton of like Centrelink stuff, like with the baby due and everything. You know, just to like get, you know, your maternity leave and such like that. And that was a much longer process than I thought it would be. So we were sitting on the couch doing that, watched a bit of Harry Potter. And I ended up just sitting on the couch for the rest of the night. I think we were just watching some TV as well, and Jazz was just sort of chilling out on her phone, resting, because she's, you know, getting a bit more tired these days. So I decided that this was a good time, considering I had the laptop out anyway. I finally got back into writing the prologue story for the comic. As some of you probably know, the idea behind it is that yeah, so the idea is I wanted to do a prologue where it would tell you what happens, you know, about sort of what's happening before the comic itself begins. Because the comic sort of just starts at a point where they wake up in the spaceship and everything's sort of going on. You know, there's the crash and everything like that. So what I wanted to do was say, hey, here's the reason why. This is the reason why they're there. You know, this is how they got to this planet. This is why they were asleep for so long, etc., etc. And originally it was just going to be a short story, sort of pinpointing, just more of like an information piece, just to say, you know, this is what happened, this is the date and time that it happened, and this is how much time has elapsed. As I was writing it last night, it more turned out to be, I think because it was just me writing it in more of a personal sense, became like a diary entry from the main character, Professor Mannix. And I think I'm really happy with the way that's gone. I kind of left how it was at the beginning, which I know I'm going to have to change because it doesn't really fit what I'd written last night. But it's easy enough to adapt. So what I'll probably do is finish off writing it. I'm at the point where they've just reached the space station near the wormhole. So at this point now, they sort of go into a crisis, travel through the wormhole, and hopefully land on the other side. So I've just got to write that bit out. Pretty much the last point will be they come through the wormhole. They just all the 7 ships disperse. This probably makes no sense to you at the moment. I don't think I've really explained this, purely because I didn't want it to be like I just didn't want to give away too much. But the idea is there's 7 ships, and all these 7 ships end up on a space station. The space station goes through the wormhole. Once they go through the wormhole, then those 7 ships disperse again, each of them seeking out a different planet to hopefully find whether it'll be habitable for human life. And generally just for exploration purposes. And then that's sort of where and then they go back into a crisis because so much time will have elapsed between their launch from the station to getting to their planet. So that's pretty much the end of what I need to write. It's just a matter of writing it out now, and now in a diary entry, which I think will be a lot easier for me to write. I think I've always written easier from like the first person perspective rather than an outside perspective, which is something I definitely want to work on, because One of the projects I have in mind once this is done is I actually want to write. I want to start writing some short stories. It's something I've never really done, at least since high school, and I don't feel confident in doing it, but I know if I don't do it, then I'll never learn, I won't grow as a writer as well. You know, I know I'm first and foremost an artist, but writing's always sort of been a little bit of a passion since I was, a lot younger, that I just never sort of took up. I think more so for the time consumption, how long it can take to write. I've never really had that freedom yet. So yeah, that was my evening. I was pretty much up till midnight writing. Jazz had fallen asleep by that point, and then this morning I woke up semi-early and I finished off the sticker for the Kickstarter stretch goal. Finally, it'd been a couple of weeks since I touched it, but that was sort of purposeful because I really didn't like the color scheme on it originally. So what I decided to do was just leave it. I didn't really know how long I would leave it for, so it's been about a couple of weeks. And when I opened it, I still hated the color scheme, and I fixed it, and by the time I had to get ready for work, it was done. So that was a nice achievement. Now this afternoon I'm off home. I've got to quickly stop at the shops, and then I will I've got to do a bit of inking, but what I'm thinking I might do is do a bit more digital work, finishing off the stretch goal print. And then this evening, again, I'll probably be doing some more Centrelink jargon when Jazz gets home. So there goes my evening. So I'll probably try and do a bit more writing again. The sooner I get it finished, the sooner I can get it off to an editor so they can say, hey, this is pretty crap. And then I can fix it. So we'll see how we go. But the next 3 days I have off with very minimal interruption planned. So hopefully that means I can ink like crazy, and I plan to get at least 2 pages a day done. That is my goal. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, I'm at the shops now, so I will see you guys either this evening or tomorrow. Good morning on this lovely Wednesday morning. It's absolutely freezing here. I think it's meant to be a top of 14 degrees. I couldn't tell you what that is in Fahrenheit, but I can tell you it's bloody cold. This has definitely been a really cold winter already, seeing as it's just begun, and we've still got 2.5 more months to go of it. So I think I should brace myself, and I might have to get myself a pair of long johns. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to wear long johns. But it is bloody cold, so it's such an odd thing. I've been thinking about it lately. Like in summer, it's always a pain in the ass to draw in the studio because it gets so hot and my hand gets so sweaty, especially being on the Cintiq screen, or even just like on, when I'm working on my like on pages. And now when it's winter, I don't have that problem, but my hand is so cold that it almost hurts to draw sometimes. And then you've got to crank the heater up, and then it gets too hot, and it's just, you just can't win. Oh, I'm making way for a ambulance. So, ooh, something's going on. Maybe I could do the whole lawyer thing. I can follow the ambulance and see what's going down. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so yes, that's my little whinge. It's bloody cold, but yeah, last night was semi-productive. I did decide to completely change the print for the third stretch goal. Oh, I got there in the end. For the third stretch goal, and because I did like the other design, like it was really nice, but I don't know, I wanted to do something different. I was doing a hangout with Chumba at the time. I showed him what my other idea was, which was essentially Professor Mannix floating in the middle of space. And you can just see the sort of the support cord just sort of floating, and it just sort of drifts off. So you don't see where it's where it's attached to. Obviously it'd be the ship, but I didn't want to draw the ship. I just wanted to focus just on the character. And the character was quite large on the page, and I thought, no, I like it, but there was something missing. I showed Jeff, and he was like, why don't you make it smaller? Go for more, work with your blank space. Negative space, sorry. So I moved it down to the left side, down to the bottom left, where you've got the cord just sort of trails off, and then you've got Ozma there as well. And it works way better. So there's just a whole ton of negative space in the bottom right, and then sort of the top and right left, or the whole top of the picture really. It looks beautiful, and it gives me a chance to actually put a little logo in there as well. I think it's going to be really nice. And I was playing around with it this morning, adding in just some really subtle colours just into the space sky, I suppose you would call it, into the space, yeah, just to give it sort of a semi-nebula look. I didn't want to go crazy, like, you know, full details of, you know, nebulas and, you know, just all those cool effects that you see with space photography, but I wanted to get that feeling but still be minimalistic about it all. And no, I'm really happy with it. So I left it at that, and that's the last of it. So now I've just got to colour in the character, and there's going to be 2 little planets in there as well. But they'll be very faded because I don't want them to sort of pop out too much. I really want the professor and the cord to be the main focus. So no, I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I changed my design, and I'll probably still sketch the other design out. Maybe I might use it for something else. If not, like, I'll be sharing it on my Patreon anyway for all my patrons. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I posted on my on the Kickstarter already, so it'll be a surprise for them when they see the new design. Anyway, I'm actually on my way to Matt's. I can't remember if I said that. For our regular Wednesday coffee, I've got chips and dip. He's got the coffee, and I believe Dean's coming around today because he's better. He was sick last week, so we haven't caught up with him in a couple of weeks. So it'll be good. I'll catch up with you guys later. I've got a ton of inking to do when I get home, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a rad day. Hope you're having a solid one. Hey guys, it's Friday afternoon, and I have been very slack on doing my videos. Really sorry. I don't know why. I just sort of clicked and I'm like, it's like nearly 5 o'clock. I haven't done a video. I need to do a video. I didn't do one yesterday. I didn't really do one after sort of my end of day on Wednesday. So I suppose I'll go back to them. Wednesday, by the end of the day, I'd finished inking 3 pages. 1, 2, 3. Massive effort. Really happy with how it went. Awesome. Yesterday, thought, okay, I'm going to do the commissions. I've got a couple of commissions which have been paid for but I haven't finished, and I want to wrap those up. So I thought, you know, that'll be the day that I do it. My day got messed up. My mum came round for lunch, and she was around for a bit longer than I thought. Completely forgot that I'd lined up an interview with Mama Jane to do the Ink Splatter podcast video, which, if you haven't seen, will already be up on my YouTube by now. And then, like, Jazz was home late, so I had to cook dinner, and by the time that was done, I was just out of the studio. So I did do a lot of commission work, but I didn't get as far as I would have liked to. And because I was doing the podcast, I ended up drawing something else, which was a Ninja Turtles piece for Oz Comics, which I used for the video, the time-lapse. I used that for the video. So that cut out at least an hour and a half out of my, extra out of my day. So I decided I'll come back in today, come in swinging, bang, get heaps of stuff done. And I slept in. I didn't get up till about 9:15, which is not good. And so I didn't really hit the studio till about 10 after I had breakfast and cleaned myself up and everything. Got started on commissions, then my mum came around again at about 11 for a cuppa. Just because she was in the area, which was nice. I always like to see my mum. I don't get to see her as often as I'd like to. Got back into commissions, and I did. I got really far with my commissions, and I'm literally about to wrap one up now. Did a hangout with Kevin Cross and Ox and Matthew, who I don't think I've ever spoken to Matthew. He just sort of chills out in the hangouts with us. And that was cool, just sort of shooting the shit. Just talking about stuff, talking about Kev's life and how he's going and what we're working on, and told him he needs to get his butt into gear and use Manga Studio some more. He's still sort of catching up on life, so it's good to see him. He's definitely higher spirits than what he was a month or so ago, so you guys need to check him out, check out his Patreon and support the dude, because he could really use it right now. and here I am. Then I realised I made a coffee and I thought, shit, Jazz will be home soon, which means that I won't update again. And yeah, this is going to be a short week this week, I think. I've got work tomorrow. I'm meant to be going to the city to catch up with Jeff and Marty and have dinner, but I kind of don't want to. Like I do, but I don't know. Like my car's going to be out all day, so I won't have it. Which means I've got to catch the train, and I've heard that the train system's buggered at the moment. And then there's money. I'm going to have to fork out $400 for the car. So going out into the city and buying dinner, and Jazz won't be there either, so she'll be home alone all day. I don't know. That's just sort of where I am. And then Sunday I'm meant to be busy. I'm hoping I can get a few hours to get some work done. Because as you probably guessed by now, I haven't done any comic book work in the past 2 days, and that's not what my intentional plan was. But in saying that, by the end of today, the 2 commissions will be finished, and I can walk away, wipe my hands of those, and know that they're done, and that I don't owe anyone anything, and focus 100% on the Kickstarter. So there's that. Yeah. I'm going to go. I'm just going to ramble about stuff. I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow. I'll definitely be up early in the morning to get some more work done. I don't think there's much else to do digital, so hopefully that'll mean I'll just get up and start inking. I've got a page already on my desk there, as you can see. Actually, I'll show you what I'm working on. I'm doing a logo. Working on a logo there for the guys at Sugar City Con. Should be cool. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and we'll see what happens, whether I end up going to the city or not. What's up, everybody? It's Chris here, and it's Tuesday, which is a big jump away from what it was on my last update, purely because I just haven't been updating. I don't know what it is, I don't know why. I just haven't really felt the need to just jump on the camera and say, hey, this is what I did today. And it's not to say that I haven't been busy creating. I have. I've slogged through, I've done a ton of pages. I finished up a bunch of commissions last week. I technically went to Oz Comic Con on Saturday, right at the end of it, so I didn't go in, but I caught up with some friends for dinner in the city. Got to catch up with Marty and Jeff and Mama Jane. Thursday I did the podcast. Like, it's been busy, but I just haven't felt the need to pick up the camera and just film stuff. I mean, I wanted to. There was a part of me that was like, hey, you go into the city, you know, record a video blog, you know, do it on the train, you know, film some stuff in the city, film everyone in the Comic-Con. I don't know why, I just didn't do it. I don't know, I feel like I'm really failing at the whole vlogging thing at the moment. I just feel, I don't know, I still get embarrassed about just having the camera out and filming people or talking in public. I mean, sometimes even just talking to myself in the car, and it's like, man, people probably think I'm a weirdo right now. But that doesn't bother me as much. But for the most part, I'm just like, I don't know, I can't get over that fear. I thought I was doing well, but I'm still struggling to get over that little hump. But yeah, so I thought I need to update. Technically, my videos are meant to go up on Monday, and now it's Tuesday afternoon as I'm recording this. So I'm probably just going to take this, go home, quickly edit it, and chuck it up. So it's going to be a really, really short update for you guys. But at least it's something. At least it's you know, another week of making Nevermorrow for you. I think there's another part of it where I'm starting to tire of the making Nevermorrow videos. Purely because I'm enjoying working on Nevermorrow at the moment. You know, I've just been hammering through the inks to get the book finished, but I'm really ready to start that next project now. which I've been saying that, you know, just don't, you know, just need to put it aside, try not to think about it, and get the other stuff, you know, get Nevermorrow finished first, and get that out, because that's the most important, which it is, because everyone's paid for it now. I think most people have paid for it, at least. I know there's a few discrepancies through Kickstarter that haven't gone through yet, or at least there were last I checked, but for the most part, yeah, I just need to get it done. And I don't know, I was talking to the guys the other day, and I'm like, you know, I'm loving working on Nevermorrow, and I'm loving that I'm, you know, finally putting it together. But a little part of me is really over just inking. And no, I was talking to Kevin about it. You know, I'm probably repeating myself here a little bit too, but yeah, you know, I wish that I could jump over to something and just do something else for a little while. Which is why I did those commissions on Thursday, Friday. Well, partially why. I mean, those customers had paid already, so I owed them the work, but you know, they were quite happy to wait a little while. But yeah, I just needed to change things up for my mental well-being. I really miss working digitally. I feel like if I was working on the computer doing this book, I'd probably be done by now as well. But in saying that, every time I open my folder, full of pages, it makes me feel really proud that I've got this nice stack of pages building up, all original artwork. I'm really looking forward to when it's all done, laying all the artwork out and looking at it all, you know, in one big whole. So, wow, there's a lot of traffic here at the moment. What the frick? Okay, so I think school's finished early today. That's weird. Or maybe I just never noticed. Yeah, so here I am. It's Tuesday. I've been diligent. I've been working hard on the comic. I've been working on just doing more general sketching in my sketchbook, which I'm struggling at because I'm trying to be more dynamic with the stuff that I draw. I felt like drawing humans all the time was getting really boring, but then I thought, well, hang on, there's so much I can still do with them. That, you know, maybe I should try and broaden my horizons of what I'm drawing, you know, what type of characters I'm drawing. This morning I finally got a start on the cover for the comic book. I've been doing a little bit of research at, you know, some popular covers from the past, you know, from some of the bigger companies. And there was one that really shone out to me, and it was almost like just vector shapes, which I really liked. So I'm working on something like that, where it's the main character as a silhouette with Ozma, the droid, but they're just a silhouette, and it's them on sort of like a horizon. You've got, you know, a few little mountains and stuff, but for the most part it's just them with a horizon behind them and the sun. And it really looks pretty nifty, I think. My camera just keeps moving, that's annoying. Yeah, so I played around with that this morning, and then I did some more inking because I had to go to work today, being Tuesday. Yeah, most of my, like yesterday it was, like, I did a lot of inking, but it was a public holiday, so just finished early, so we took the dog for a walk and we chilled out a bit, and the weekend was pretty much a lost cause, so I didn't really get much work done. Yeah, this update's really all over the place, isn't it? Hopefully next week I'll just be back on board with things. Maybe I need to start doing daily updates, or at least like a couple of days at a time, rather than the weeks. Maybe that'll sort of reinvigorate me to work on these videos too. I don't know. Either way, we're slowly getting towards the end. I reckon we're probably 3 or 4 more updates away, a month away from having this completely finished. That's pretty exciting, I think. Pretty exciting. Alright, I'm going to leave you alone now because I'm nearly home. I'm really struggling to think about things today. I don't know. Maybe life's just getting a bit crazy. You know, the baby's less than 2 months away, you know, from being born now. And that's not even a guarantee. It could be sooner, it could be later. Oh man, crazy times. Crazy times. I'm really sorry about sort of the really small but rushed update today. Bloody camera, man. Fuck. Alright, I'm keen to just get home and do some inking. I've got a half a page left to go. Hopefully I can do that because I'm going to in-laws tonight. Oh, a bus. A bus! You can't see the bus, it doesn't matter. Alright, so, where was I? Yeah, okay. Even like, I was going to do shout outs, but I've been so slack on my videos too. I'm pretty sure, like, as of today, Jan is on his 100th day. Fucking camera. Man, I'm gonna get a new one. This is crap. Mike and Marsh are doing their thing. I watched someone else's update and I completely forgot who it was. No, I know who it is, but I can't remember her name. But she's doing her updates, although I know she's having some technical issues. I think it's Eric Ferries has been doing his, but I haven't had a chance to watch them. Yeah, I'm really behind. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go because I'm just not thinking. I'm not thinking today, and next week will be better. I promise. I hope I promise. Yeah. Really, like, I probably could have spent the last 5 minutes just umming and ahhing, and it would have been the same freaking video. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this week's video. I hope you're all staying well and being awesome like you are. Goodbye.